What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success. And in this video here, I want to show you how I optimize the ads for my clothing brand. It's pretty easy to just run ads for your brand, but it's a whole other world to actually assess which of the ads you're running are working. Which of the ads that you're running should you kill and stop running because they're not getting the job done? And which of those ads should you increase the budget for and actually scale up? A lot of the intricacies and the nuances around this is something that I think a lot of clothing brand owners just have no idea what they're doing. And so I hope that this video gives you a clearer understanding of how you can do this for your own brand. So here it is. I want to let you know that the whole point of optimizing your ads and making decisions around your ads is to get the most bang for your buck. Because what you'll find is that the major concern, the major challenge that you have anytime you're running ads is trying to actually get a return on your investment that is worth it for you, especially if you don't have a lot of money to be advertising your brand. You need to make sure that the ads that you're running are bringing back a high enough return that you're actually in the profit and that you don't run out of money and literally just crash your entire clothing brand. So that's the whole point of optimizing your ads. Making these tweaks, making these little adjustments to your ads that are ensuring that every single cent that you're spending with your ads are actually getting the job done and they're bringing back the most amount of profit that you possibly can. So let's dive in here. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm doing to optimize my ads. There's no fluff here. This is quite literally what I do to run my own clothing brand and run the ads for my own clothing brand as of September 2022. And I just quickly want to shout out Dan from Indestructible and thank him because he showed me a lot of what I'm about to show you when it comes to structuring, optimizing, and making decisions for ads. So as you may have seen in a video that I posted last month, I use this software called Triple Whale that basically funnels all of the ad platforms into one platform. So you can see how all of the ads are performing on TikTok ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, basically all in one place. And at the same time, Triple Whale also has way better attribution. So you can actually see accurately where the orders are coming from, how many orders each ad got you. And if you remember, when Apple released their iOS update, it really just wiped out the whole tracking and your ability to track accurately. So just a heads up here that if you're not using Triple Whale, you can still try and make these decisions using the attribution that's coming through on TikTok ads and on Facebook ads itself, but using a software like this massively increases your ability to see what's working and it will really help make decisions, so I highly recommend it. Whether you're using Triple Whale or you're not, I still want you to really take note of how I'm making decisions around which ads to keep running and which ads to kill and how to optimize my ads, because that's the main lesson that you're going to be getting out of this video. So we're on Triple Whale here. This is the last 7 days for my clothing brand from the 19th to the 26th of September. You can see I've spent $1,506 on ads. That's accumulation of Facebook ads, TikTok ads, and Google ads all in one, that number. And I have an overall return on ad spend of 6.54. And you might be thinking, that's really high. Like, how the hell have you managed to get your ads to work that well? And to be honest, a lot of the sales that I make for my clothing brand are organic sales. They're not all from the ads that I'm spending money on. So a lot of the times I'll bail myself out with not as accurate return from my ads by having just a whole bunch of orders come in from organic TikTok and organic Instagram Reels. And so I'm gonna break all of this down as this video goes, just to show you exactly, which of these sales is coming from ads and which of these sales is coming from organic. But I just wanted to clear that up in case you looked at that 6.54 ROAS and thought, holy, I don't know how the hell you're running your ads so well. In the last 7 days, I've done $4,946 in net profit, and that includes the cost of goods sold as well as your ad spend, and a total amount of sales in the last 7 days of $9,839. So what I'm gonna do here in order to see what's working when it comes to the ads so that I can make the best decisions possible is I'm going to go to Pixel and then ads inside of Triple Whale. And what you're looking at is a snapshot of all of the different ads that I'm running: Facebook ads, TikTok ads, and Google ads. And I'm gonna go through each of these one by one down to the actual ads that are running and just look and see how they're performing. I'm going to assess exactly how they're performing. So at the top here, you can see Facebook ads in the last 7 days has brought back 10 orders. I've spent $622 and I have a return on ad spend of 3.19. This is what Facebook has recorded as my return on ad spend with its limited tracking. And this is what Triple Whale with the actual direct tracking is showing, 3.19. So just to be clear, this is the accurate tracking, and this is what Facebook ads is telling you it's tracked. So you can try and use this as best as you want, but this is going to be your accurate number. And you can see that we've done $1,987 in sales directly from that $622 in ad spend. So I'm going to dive into Facebook here just by clicking on Facebook. These are the two campaigns that I've been running on Facebook. There's a retargeting campaign with a whole bunch of ad sets, and then there's this Open Canada campaign. And you can see here the return on ad spend is pretty good for both of them. The retargeting one is doing better than the Open Canada one, and you can expect that because it's a much more warm audience that we're putting ads in front of. But let's go into each of these and I'll show you exactly how I'm going to make decisions on which ads to keep and which ads to kill. So let's start with this Open Canada campaign that I have here. I'm just going to click on it and I can see all of the ads that I'm running for this campaign currently and how they're performing in the last 7 days. And I tend to do this over the last 7 days. Just to see how things are going over the last 7 days. You can also sort it in the last 3 days and make your decisions based on all of that combined. But just to make this simple for you, you can see that this Giving Her Hell ad that I've been running, I've spent $124 on it, and it's gotten me a 2.56 return on ad spend. So that one seems like it's doing pretty good. I'm gonna let that continue to run. The next ad that we're gonna look at here is this Oot in a Boot hoodie. You can see I've spent $7.59 on the ad so far in the last 7 days, and it hasn't brought back an order yet. But I'm gonna leave this ad on because I've only spent $8 and I want to give this until about $20 worth of ad spend. And if I still don't have any orders coming in, that's an indication that, hey, this ad really isn't working for me. I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to try out a new ad. I'm going to try out a new creative. And this is how you're sort of optimizing to make sure that all of the money that you're spending on ads is actually going into ads that are working. The next ad here that I want you to look at that's an amazing example of this is the stickers stack. I've spent $85 on this ad and it hasn't brought back a sale yet. So what I'm definitely going to do with this ad is I'm going to turn it off because clearly the $85 that I've spent on this ad was not worth it. It was worth it to experiment, to see what's working. But I think it's at the point where, I haven't gotten an order. I've spent $85 on it. Let's turn this one off. And so I'm going to go into Facebook ads, turn this off, and I'm going to introduce a new ad that I think might work better. And so I can start this whole process over again and see how this new ad does for me. The last ad inside of this campaign is this table clothing one. I've spent $26 on the ad and it's brought back one order with a return on ad spend of 2.96. And so that one's looking like it's doing well enough right now. I'm going to let that run. Now, what I could do here, just to get even further into the nuances with you, this Giving Her Hell hoodie ad that has a return on ad spend of 2.56, I could try and scale this up by increasing the budget. Because it has a pretty good return on ad spend after spending $124, it may be worth it to go into this and turn up the money for this ad just a little bit to increase the scale and to get more audience and to see if you can continue to maintain that return on ad spend even as you're increasing the budget. And that's essentially how you go about scaling up your ads. But for now, because it's 2.56, I haven't spent all that much on the ad yet. I'm gonna let it run for a few more days and just see if it keeps performing. And if it keeps performing well, that's an indication that this might be an ad that I want to increase the budget for. So that was the first campaign. We made our optimizations, we made our tweaks based on the data given to us. And let's go to the second campaign now. This is the retargeting campaign. You can see I have 4 different ad sets, and we can just go into each of these ad sets and make the same types of decisions. So you can see the big one here is this socials one. I've spent $235 on this ad set with a return on ad spend of 4.49, and 5 orders have come from it. So that's a pretty good return on your ad spend. If I click on socials, it's going to open up all of the individual ads that I've been running inside of this ad set. At the top, I've been running this Giving Her Hell hoodie ad with a return of 1.66. I've spent $110 on it. Honestly, I'd prefer to have a much higher return on ad spend for this ad. 1.66 is a little light, and I can also bail myself out with this lower return on ad spend because I have my organic content also performing very well for me on TikTok and on Instagram Reels. So even though my return on ad spend for something like this isn't like 6 or 5, I can still tend to get away with running ads like this when your organic content is doing well. And that's also something that you want to just keep in mind as you're running this. So this one's like really cutting it close. I really want to have a much better return on ad spend here in order to keep running this into the future. I'm going to run this for a few more days, just kind of see how things go. And if it doesn't pick up, if it doesn't get any better than this, I'll probably end up killing this ad and turning on a brand new ad inside of this ad set to replace it to hopefully get a better return on ad spend. The next ad that I'm running inside of this ad set is this Oh Yeah No meme stack. The reason why it's called Oh Yeah No is because it's my Oh Yeah No for sure hoodie. You can see I've spent $44 on this ad and it's brought back a return of 3.79. So it's gotten an order in the first $44. I'm happy with that. I'm going to let that continue to run. And as long as that return on ad spend is up over 3 like that, I'm really happy, and I'm going to keep running this ad as long as it can. And I might even eventually increase the ad spend for that particular ad. And then the Oot in a Boot hoodie, that's another ad that I've been running. I've spent $15 on it. I don't have an order yet. This is cutting it real close. I might give it till the end of the day. If there's no orders coming through with it, I'm going to kill that ad and introduce a new ad to this ad set. And you can see here that this story order one is doing really well. $42 spent. $9.50 return on ad spend, 2 orders. So I'm going to run that one. And that one's definitely another one to keep my eye on when it comes to increasing the budget and just scaling that up as a winning ad. So this is essentially how you can make really smart decisions about the ads that you're running, scale up your ads appropriately for the ones that are working really well, and kill all of the ads that aren't working really well. And this is an amazing process to really make sure that the money that you're spending is really worth it. And if I go back to ads here, I can do this exact same process for TikTok ads, for Google ads. If I'm running Snapchat ads or Pinterest ads, I can do it for all of them. And it just keeps it all in one nice place. So if you're not using Triple Whale, you can definitely try to scale up your ads and make all of these decisions on Facebook ads and on TikTok ads themselves. The attribution's just not going to be nearly as accurate. And that's because ever since that iOS update, there's all of these privacy regulations, and the attribution is just nowhere near as accurate as when you're using something like Triple Whale, because you're getting first-party data directly pulled from your website, so it's going to be accurate every time. And if you want to sign up for Triple Whale, you can use the discount code SUCCESS15 to get 15% off. I wanted to show you all of this just so that you can have the right mindset around how to optimize your ads and how exactly I'm making decisions. And this is genuinely what I use to scale up my own ads for my own clothing brand and make decisions and optimizations within my own brand. And I really hope that that helps give you a clear insight into how to do this for your own brand, and I wish you all the best. If this video helped you out, please hit the like button for me and let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.